What's going on, everybody? It's Frito here for your Overwatch. Absolutely massive changes went onto the experimental card today. The first one is Echo's focusing beam has been reduced in its range by 4 meters. It used to be a whopping 20, and when you're in the training range like this, each line marks 10 meters. So you used to be able to be 2 full lines away. Now you're about a line and a half. Looks subtle, but is going to rein Echo in a bit and require her to play closer to the action, putting herself more in danger. The next ones are super massive, though. It's been like 3 years, but Genji's finally getting significant buffs. The damage on his shurikens go up from 28 to 30, and the spread gets a significant reduction. I can't emphasize enough how big this buff is, and there's another one too after this, but with the spread reduction, the buffed rate of fire on his ult fire is going to matter even more. Really going to be able to work down particularly big targets, but at closer ranges, his right-click kill shot is even more deadly now because it used to do a maximum of 168 to the head if you hit all 3 shurikens. Now it's going to do 180, meaning you can just melee the target after lining up the right click. And of course, his left click damage will be better as well, but they're really emphasizing his close range dueling, especially when you combine with the other buff. Now deflect is going to last 2 full seconds instead of a second and a half. It feels like forever to me, but the huge buff here is that it now can be canceled manually by pressing the button again. If you remember when Reaper got a very similar buff, it was incredible. How many times have you reflected a McCree flashbang, but you were stuck in the reflect animation and you couldn't properly punish that? Every cooldown in the game that works that way now, you have the same power Reaper has had for what feels like forever, and the pace of that outplay is very significant in combination with the redonkulous damage buffs that I think kind of, let's say, creeps Genji's power level to be similar to other things in the game. I think these are massive buffs, but it doesn't stop there. Hanzo's storm arrows get returned to the value that used to be deemed OP, but it seems like Blizzard is just making all the damage heroes OP at the same time, so, well, who can tell which one is the most OP by this point? They return to the 70 damage value, which is very significant because it allows you to headshot and body shot for a kill, or 3 body shots, at least to eliminate a normal 200 health point target. At the 60 point value, you felt like you could never use it to body shot a squishy because it would take 4 to kill them, and if you had that much time, you should just use a regular arrow, in my opinion. It only now taking 3 and having a better damage threshold for headshots means that it is a lethal ability once again. Be sure to look out for shields going down even faster now, and tanks to just have their faces melted by this ability. You thought TNTs were farming you. Well, the old Hanzo Storm Arrow is back, here to melt your face. And the last change was to Moira's Biotic Grasp, where her secondary fire damage per second gets a very significant nerf here, from 50 DPS to 40, and that means it's going to take a full 5 seconds to lock onto a 200 health point squishy target to kill them, where it used to take 4, a full second longer. Feels like quite a significant breakpoint to me, but they do add 5 extra healing per second on her primary heal. Now she does 70 healing per second, quite a lot, considering how strong some of the damage options are and have fast becoming. It looks like Blizzard is trying to keep at least one of the healers to be able to punish some of the free farm tanks are going to be taking. Note with most of these changes as well, whenever they increase damage values or healing values, in this case, ult charge rate on all of these heroes is going to be going up, and it's very significant on all of these heroes who build their ults very fast and can see pretty immediate impact by spamming them out. Moira getting the first ult in the game can severely snowball team fights, but now that Genji farms his ult faster, it'll be interesting to see the time difference that Genji's able to farm his blade before the support ults can be available. That may be significant if that window is wide enough. These changes are on the experimental card now, so you can try them out live, but keep in mind the vast majority of changes that get put on there do eventually go onto the live game, and judging by the direction of these and how few of them there are, I'm kind of expecting most of these to get pushed to live, unless the community just gets up in arms about one of them. What do you guys think about these crazy buffs? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave it a like. It really does help us out. Let us know that you're enjoying the content. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe and be sure to hit the bell icon to actually get notified when our videos go live. That's been it for me. I've been Frito for your Overwatch. We'll see you guys next time. time.